At malamang uulot na naman tayo sa akong iba. Saan? Sad pero tumatawa hala.
Wow, wow, hoy, kahoy!
Hoy kahoy, good morning! And I'm Parts at dito na naman tayo sa isang mabilisang garden update kasi matagal ko na itong hindi na-share sa inyo pero alam ko naman na gusto nyo rin malaman. Yes, come on! Ay, iba pala yun pala sa akin. Parang mga 3 buwan nang nagtagal since nag-update ako dito pero ayun, meron akong video na ipapakita sa inyo kung ano nangyari in between tapos ano na nangyari sa kanya ngayon. Good morning! Dapat di ako masaya eh. Pero feeling ko important to lalo na kasi bumabagyo ngayon. Yan, syempre tag-ulan na yun. Rigyo naman lahat parang stress na stress, no? Wag! Lalo na ako. Parang ako sa Lucifer. Hindi pa man ako nakapag-update sa inyo. Mukhang wala na akong may update. Ito ay surprise vlog. Alam ko most of us, lalo na yung mga nag-garden at nag-farm, nararanasan nyo ito ngayon. Kung na patatagalin. Currently, binabaha na yung mga halaman ko. Ayan, binabaha na. Kasi yung building doon sa mga doon. Umaapaw. Umaapawan din nila. Ito, dapat papantas ko lang para wala na. Anog natin. Ito makasurvive ka na. Pero yung squat fit ko sa may bandang left. Makasurvive. Not sure. Pero pa rin dapat may pepper na malupit. Ito lang naman pang ko yung actually isa na lang. Dalawa na lang yung nabuhay dyan. Kaya ako nag-retrofagate. Pero mukhang wala. Wala na rin nakabate. Isa na lang ako aasa ng filter. Kaya sa mga filter. Pero gamitin natin ang opportunity. Dahil ngayon lang naman nagkaroon ng bagyo. Makita ng rainwater. Lupon tayo ng rainwater para sa susunod natin itatanong. At malamang uulot na naman tayo sa akong iba. Saan? Sad pero tumatawa hala. Tell you honestly, etong lugar na to pala friendly for gardening pursuits. Parang ano siya eh, kasi nung sinimulan ko to, ang mga nakatanim dito, yung mga tropical plants na matagal lang nakatanim talaga. So, mahirap mag-adjust and all. Pero yung mga tinanim ko, basically, hindi sila nakapag-thrive. Except dito sa nakikita ninyo, yan, dito yung pinaka nakaka-proud na halaman sa lahat ng tinanim ko dito. Yung malunggay. So kung maalala ninyo, dati ito ay penchay. Hindi ko na siya in-update ulit ng mga nangamatay na yun. Lahat ng yan. Kasi yung araw talaga dito, ganyan lang. So parang bilang lang yung pumapasok na ilaw. Alam mo yun, kahit 2 hours, 3 hours, barely, no? Na nagtatagal. Kasi syempre, alam nyo naman yung araw. Perfectly ito kasi parang east-west ang orientation. Pero yun nga, pagka mirik yung araw, syempre, sa gitna lang. Eh, hindi naman ako sa gitna, nagtanim sa gilid. So, nag-aagawan sila ng, limited yung araw. Tapos dito, sa banda dito, ayan, nag-try ako dito na maglagay ng petchay tsaka kamatis. Kaya lang, hindi talaga pinalad. So, yun, patay din. Tapos dito, ang ganda sana ng design niya, no? Kung mapapansin niyo. Parang i-compliment ko sana siya dito. Kaya lang, wala na naman. Naging malaki yung effect dito yung, aside from sunlight, yung rainfall din. Kasi nung nag-start ako, parang nagkaroon ng rainfall. Ulam yung muta. Laki mo na. Dami ko sinabi na yung muta pa ako. Ganyan talaga pag bago kasi tulog lang ako buong araw. Ayun. ito parang hindi na masyado nakulimliman. Mas nakulimliman, kulang sa araw. So namatay din. So nagtanim ako dyan ng alugbati, ito, tapos yung kangkong. Yan, ito yung part na na-dishearten ako, kaya siguro din dumating yung time na hindi muna ako nag-vlog ng garden ko. So mas nag-research ulit ako, nag-aral kung ano ba talaga yung dapat gawin. Siyempre, meron kasi akong may ugali kasi ako na parang stubborn, na talagang gusto ko lang mangyari to. At ginawa ko naman lahat based sa mga alam ko at natutunan ko, sabi ko nga nung unang vlog. Pero wala, it's nature's will, it's nature's, if it's the will, it's the way. Hindi kapag binigay sa'yo ng kalikasan, yun ang kailangan mong tanggapin at pagyamanin. Ayan, yun ang inapak. Anyway, so dito, ayan, dapat dito, pinag-prepare ko sana sa lettuce. Alam naman natin yung lettuce ay mag-thrive with shade. So, pwede pa naman siyang gawa ng paraan. Dati hindi ko pa yung nalinis. 2 weeks or 2 months ago ko siya nalinis. At yun, naging lang siya, cat litter. Wala lang, nakakatawa lang na pinagtatayan ng pusa. At least nakatulong ko sa pusa. Yan. Gusto ko sana magkaroon ng vlog sa susunod kung paano may iwasan yung conflict natin with our kittens or cats in terms of their poops. Kasi alam ko may naging problema din ng mga home gardeners natin. Dito yung part ng kangkong, na-upland kangkong. Pero tingnan nyo naman, 3 buwan na yan. Yan. Kitang-kita ko gaano ka kulang sa araw, kulang sa nutrition. May volcanic ash na yan actually. Meron din ako dito bell pepper. Medyo okay naman siya. Dito makikita ninyo yung pangarap ko sana na bagging for squash. Mukhang hindi ko siya matutupad ngayon. At lalo dito sa kabila, yung nakamatay talaga siya. Sad. Siguro sa lahat ng sa lahat ng mga pwedeng ika-proud ko sa part na to ng garden, maliban sa malunggay, ito yung bell pepper na nanay ko yung nagtanim. Actually, nag-start siya na tinanim niya sa gilid ng paso. Tapos, ilan lang itong dalawa na nakita niyo doon sa kabila, yung nakapag-survive. Tapos ito, ang ganda ng performance niya. Plano ko siyang ilipat sa ibang parts, no? Sabihin ko sa inyo kung ano yung mangyayari sa susunod. And then ito naman, yung mustasa natin. So, masaya naman ako na ito yung inabot niya. Pero mukhang kulang pa rin siya sa araw. Kasi nga, tulong sa taas. 1, 2, 3. Limited. Aksan. So ito, konti lang din yung laki nito. At ito din sa kamila. Ito yung mga approximately ay mga lagpas 30 days na. Diba usually ang mga leafy vegetables like mustasa at saka pechay, dapat 30 days lang, medyo kinulang tayo sa ating basic requirements. So with this kind of vlog siguro, tingin naman ito, parang ilang buwan ako nag-vlog dito. So sa vlog na to, sana matutunan ninyo na talagang important yung sinasabi na sa atin, ng elementary pa lang, na kapag crops or plants na gusto natin i-grow, hindi dapat mawawala ng sunlight, ng soil, na maayos na soil, na buhagag na soil, healthy soil, and of course, water. So kapag nagkulang ng isa doon, plus other management practices, medyo mahirapan tayo magkaroon ng magandang outcome sa ating garden. So, maganda na siyang tingnan, pero mababang performance. Siguro, isa rin sa mga takeaways or mga realizations ko ay yung aming lupa dito ay kailangan talaga i-amin. So, isa sa mga naging solution ko, ewan ko sa'yo, iingay mo. Ha? Shh! Isa sa mga kailangang i-amin ay lupa. So, ang ginawa ko, nagpa-deliver ako ng lupa para magtanim ng lupa. So, with that, gusto ko ipakilala sa inyo ang aking bagong project. Ito nasa likod ko. Ayan, ang ating pink house. Hindi siya greenhouse, pink house. Na-feature ko na ito sa aking Instagram account. Nag-start pa lang siya. Actually, ginawa ko lang siya using old cabinet sa aking dating housemate. Kung alam mo kung kanino to, binigay mo naman to sa akin, so salamat at nagamit ko siya sa ibang pamamana. So ni-retrofit ko, tinanggal ko yung labas, pinalitan ko ng net. So yeah, ito na siya. Una, parang isang floor lang kasi feeling ko di ko kayang gawa ng paraan. Pero naging 2 floors siya. Dito, floors. At itong magulong lugar sa likod namin, yung sementado na yan, ito sana yung pinapangarap ko na mabago kasi sayang yung magka-empty niya. So, abangan nyo na lang kung ano yung mga magandang mangyayari dito kasi I've done a lot of research for it para maging totoo siya. So, yeah, if you have more suggestions and comments kung paano siya mapaganda at kung meron kayong may recommend na mga products, so I'm very open for that, to invest. It's the better normal. We should promote a way of life na tayo mismo ay makapag-produce ng sarili natin. Pagkain, yan, walang rason, walang excuse kahit nakatira ka sa condo, sa city, or kahit may malaki kang lupain, use that opportunity para mas mahalin yung sarili mo by knowing where your food comes from. So, yun lang. Wala na masyadong masabi. Start tayo sa individual level hanggang dumami tayo at para maging very productive ang ating mga tahanan. Hindi lang maging kanlungan ng ating tulugan at pagligo, kundi ng sarili nating pagkain. So with that, gusto ko sabihin na tulong-tulong tayo at sabay-sabay nating iangat ang agrikultura ng Pilipinas. And I am very, very excited na share pa sa inyo kung ano yung mangyayari dito. So yeah, this is Bards and maraming salamat. See you sa susunod.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat na nanonood dito sa Dream Agritech at Dream Agri Media. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Dakila Olfindo ng Dream Agritech at welcome po sa Agriculture 2020 New Perspectives in Agriculture. So today, we have a very special topic para sa mga researchers out there at para sa mga involved sa poultry industry. Magandang topic ito. Hatid namin sa inyo ngayong hapon. Isa na namang hapong puno ng kaalaman para sa ating lahat. Magandang hapon po sa lahat ng nanonood. Bago po ang lahat, batiin po muna natin yung mga nanonood sa atin. Si Sir Alvidon Asis, good afternoon sir. Si Ma'am Margie Kabuhat, isa sa mga suki natin yan. Good afternoon. Good afternoon sa inyo. Kay Albert Laviste, good afternoon. So please, paki-include naman kung saan kayong lugar nanonood para mabati namin ang inyong mga areas. And please do share the stream. Please do paki-share po ito sa inyong mga Facebook accounts or sa YouTube, and please add the hashtag DreamAgri2020. At ngayon, tawagin natin ang ating kasamahan na si Bards. Bards, good afternoon, bro.
Wohoy, kahoy. Naimbag amalan.
Good afternoon at nakita natin yung vlog mo. Kamusta naman niya? Bigla ang vlog.
Fresh from the press. Press.
Fresh up.
Naka-upload ko lang yan kaninang umaga.
Kaka-upload lang, nakita ko nga. And so please, paki-follow si Bards sa YouTube. Bards, ano yung YouTube channel mo?
Oo naman, oo. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Bards Interno, for farming and agriculture teams no, ng mga vlogs. So, welcome ako to have you on board. Yes?
Ayan, and as a reminder lang, ang replays nitong Dream Agri 2020 at ang isa pa nating show na Agri Ka Ba ay nakapost sa ating Dream Agri Media Facebook page at sa Dream Agritech na YouTube channel. So, please
Yes.
paki-subscribe na rin doon and hit the live
Please.
notification bells on each platform, no, sa both sa Facebook and sa YouTube para po ma-notify kayo. And please don't forget to share this stream, lalo na po para sa ating mga ka-agri dyan na involved sa poultry industry. So, kanina medyo pinasadahan ko na yung ating yung presentation ng ating guest, and nako, excited ako kasi
Ako
isa
din.
ito sa mga mahalagang tools para matulungan yung ating mga farmers kung kailan nila isa-schedule ang production, kung kailan nila ma-optimize ang kanilang gains, and all using data. At yan, yung isa sa mga pinakamahalagang aspeto ng ating mundo ngayon ay ang data. At bago ang lahat, huwag niyong kakalimutan po na meron po tayong post-webinar evaluation form. So bago po tayo magtapos nitong webinar na ito, ay ipa-flash po natin ng link para po ito sa mga nais magkaroon ng e-certificate. At based po dun sa isa naming webinar, no, na kinonduct yung regarding sa professionalization ng agriculture. Sorry. So, according to sa webinar na yun, yung mga e-certificates na nakukuha nyo from Dream Agri Media and Dream Agritech actually counts towards self-directed learning CPD units. So,
So,
para
don't
sa
lose
mga...
the opportunity.
So, oo, sayang naman, di ba? So, might as well, habang hindi kayo nakaka-attend ng mga in-person na webinars, please take advantage and subscribe. And, yun, fill out nyo yung evaluation form para po matulungan din kami, ang Dream Agri Media, Dream Agritech, and of course, yung ating speaker on how they can improve yung ating mga delivery ng ating mga services, particularly itong mga webinars natin. So, bago pa lang lahat, gusto ko lang i-remind na sa Wednesday, meron tayong Agri Ka Ba? 7:30 p.m. Bard, sino ba yung guest natin sa Wednesday? Hello, Bards? Ayun, medyo naghang si Bards, ano? So, papakita lang natin. Shift lang tayo ng konti. Ayan, Agri Ka Ba? Guys, on Wednesday,
Yun,
ang guest natin sa Wednesday ay si Miss Eliza Malinaw. Isa siya sa mga agri advocates natin. So please do tune in on Wednesday 7:30 p.m. So siya ang Miss Universe Philippines representative ng Davao City. So atin siyang kakapanayamin. Well, hindi kami actually ni Bards ang magpapanayam, kundi si Ma'am Hazel at si Jim. Interviewin nila si Miss Eliza regarding sa kanyang journey sa agriculture at kanyang advocacy. So, please do tune in on Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Okay, balik na tayo sa Agri 2020. Bang! Balik na tayo sa ating show. Huwag niyo pala kalimutan, on Wednesday pala meron kaming special announcement regarding our schedules on Dream Agri Media and Dream Agritech. So, please do tune in on Wednesday night. We have a special announcement. So, magkakaroon tayo ng changes to the schedule of Agri 2020 and Agri Ka Ba? Kaya manood kayo sa Wednesday kasi i-announce namin ang bagong day and time ng Agri 2020 at Agri Ka Ba? Alright, so before we launch into the webinar proper, as a reminder again, please do stay tuned until the end of the webinar para makuha ninyo ang post-webinar evaluation form link. So, kailangan po yan para makapag-claim tayo ng e-certificates. And of course, we also would like to disclose na isinasubmit din namin ito sa aming guest para naman mabigyan nyo rin sila ng feedback on their performance or on their webinar on how they can better serve you as well. Hindi lang kami, pati yung mga resource speakers namin from different institutions. Natutulungan natin sila na kumbaga ma-refine or mas mapaganda pa kung paano ba nila may hahatid yung mga kaalaman nila at serbisyo nila para sa inyong mga ka-agri natin dyan. Alright? So, without further ado,
Yes.
ita-turn over ko na to kay Bards para introduce ang ating guest. Bards, Huwag kang magugulat,
Okay.
zoom in na kita. Boom!
Eto na. Okay. So for our guest speaker for today, she is Ana Maria Lourdes S. Latonio, PhD, or also known as Dr. Amelu. So she is from the Central Luzon State University, currently Professor 2 at the institution under the Department of Statistics, College of Science, Central Luzon State University, the Science City of Muñoz, Nueva Ecija, Philippines. So aside from that, she's also the director of CTEC, or the um, testing. Let's ask ma'am about that na kasi naka-acronym. But she's focusing or directing that office. She's been into a lot of work din, no, at the university. Aside from which, meron din siya mga consultancy experiences and numerous publications, community involvement, membership in professional organizations, and of course, scholarship. So she finished her Doctor of Philosophy in Statistics at the University of the Philippines, Los Baños in 2012, Master of Science in Statistics at the same institution in 1990, and Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Engineering, magna cum laude at CLSU. So let's call on our resource speaker for today, Dr. Ana Maria Lourdes S. Latonio. Good afternoon po.
Gandang hapon.
Ayun, ma'am.
Sorry,
Kamusta
hello.
po?
Eto, yung CTEC, that is CLSU Testing and Evaluation Center.
That's it po. Opo. More on admissions po siya, ma'am. Ano? Or,
So,
yeah.
bali kami yung nagbibigay ng admission test sa mga incoming first year. And we also do yung faculty evaluation. And we also
see.
do researches using the data of the university.
Yeah, the data. So speaking of data, I think most of your lecture for today would revolve around data. Tama po?
Oo naman.
I
Mga
will
findings,
now...
results.
Yes. And I will now give the floor to you to
Ganun
start
ba?
over with
Ako na
your
ba?
presentation. Ma'am, ready na po ba, ma'am? Or gusto niyo pa ng...
Okay na
sige.
po ba, ma'am?
Okay na yan. Sige, kasi medyo parang mahaba, ano? Mahaba
Ay,
yung
okay po.
magiging discussion.
Okay.
Okay.
So, let's sit
kailangan-
back. Yeah.
Sige.
Go.
Sit back,
Go ahead po.
sit back, relax, and enjoy for the guest.
Okay.
Turn over to Dr. Amir. Thank you po.
So, it's almost evening. Good evening, everyone. Mga galing sa nasa ibang locations. So, ang topic natin for today is yung evaluation of the Livestock and Poultry Information and Early Warning System project. So, this is a project of the Department of Agriculture with the Bureau of Agricultural Statistics before, no? Kasi PSA na ito ngayon. Okay, so sige. Next slide, please. Okay, so ito yung ating outline ng presentation. We will start with a short, I hope it will be a short introduction because I intend to give a short historical review kung bakit nagkaroon ng ganitong project. Okay, so then ano yung ating objectives, yung methodology and limitations of the evaluation which I did, and the results, of course, and the conclusions and recommendations. Okay. So, let us have a short historical review para maintindihan natin ba't nag-come up ng ganitong project ang ating government. Okay, so it started way back in 1954. By the way, this is about the development of procedures on livestock and poultry survey methodology. So, in 1954, tingnan ko. In 1954, meron tayong tinatawag na Annual Crop and Livestock Survey under the Department of Agriculture, and that is the Agriculture Economics Division. Ayan. Then in 1973, doon nag-umpisa yung tinatawag na IAS or Integrated Agricultural Survey. Kinoconduct ito ng BICON. So yung BICON or BICON is yun yung restructured AED, no? So from DAAED naging BICON. BICON is short for Bureau of Agricultural Economics. Ayan. So, and then in 1974, yung IAS ay joint undertaking ito ng Bureau of Animal Industry and the BICON. And it covers backyard section of the industry, of the livestock industry. Then in 1982 naman, nagkaroon ng RADDS or MIS. Okay, so siguro 1982, college na ako noon eh. Siguro kayo Justin ay mga bata pa. So itong
wala pa po.
RADD, wala pa kayo no? Hindi pa kayo
Wala pa po.
Okay. So itong RADS ay short for Regional Agricultural Data Delivery System, and yung MIMIS naman, or I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. So it is Ministry of Agri-Integrated Management Information System. Okay, so yan yung mga parang mga nangyari before in coming up with a kumbaga yung livestock and poultry survey methodology. Okay, next slide please. Okay. Now, bali ang ginagawa ko kasi para makita ko is parang hati yung aking screen, So in 1986, nahinto itong RADS MIMIS, it was stopped due to budgetary constraints. At ang nangyari ay na-redesign yung survey methodology. Na-reduce yung sample at na-revert back to the province as domain. Okay, pag sinabing province ang domain, ibig sabihin yung mga estimation is provincial level. Okay, so bali yung RADS or MIMIS is barangay level, municipality level yung domain. Okay, then yung BICON daw nung time na yon was the lone agency under the Department of Agriculture producing primary agricultural data along with many other functions. Okay? So, ngayon, sunod na slide na po. Okay, next slide please. Ayun na ba? Ako pala ang hindi And in January 1987, yung BICON was restructured to become the major producer of agricultural statistics by virtue of the Executive Order number 116. So, from BICON, tinawag na siyang Bureau of Agricultural Statistics. Yan, yung BAS, no? Okay. So, next. Oops, sorry. Okay. So, itong ating Bureau of Agricultural Statistics, ang mandate nito is data generation, organization, and official release of agricultural data. Okay? But there are issues during that time, 1980s to, no? So, itong aking sinasabi is, galing ito sa metadata for National Agricultural Statistics, second edition. It was mentioned there na there were issues and problems on adequacy, reliability, and timeliness of information. Yan. So, it was mentioned that the ability of BAS to respond to efficiently and adequately to the subsector's data needs was severely constrained by the following areas of concern. So ito yung inadequate sampling frame, information not responsive and accessible to users, and lack of coordination in the data systems of livestock and poultry agencies and institutions. Okay, so galing yan dun sa ating metadata for National Agricultural Statistics. Now, if you can mabasa nyo itong metadata na to, andun yung mga historical background ng mga official surveys ng government natin. So, magandang basahin yan. So, may history doon ng bawat mga official surveys natin. So, ano yung mga nangyari? So, ano yung mga improvement measures taken? Kasi di ba may na-identify na mga problems. So, in 1991, nakatanggap daw tayo ng USAID grant, no, for the improvement of agricultural statistics through the project SDA-SAS. So, pero kumbaga, this project provided high priority to the improvement of statistics on chicken, layer and broiler and swine, no? So yung broiler and swine. Yan ang kwento. And in 1982, nagkaroon naman nung tinatawag na LPS, no? LPES. This is the Livestock and Poultry Enterprise Survey. So enterprise, mga negosyo, no? Mga survey ng livestock and poultry sa mga enterprises. And this was repeated 1994 and 1997. Yung second and third conduct ng LPES. So, with this survey, na-build yung list frame ng livestock and poultry farm establishments, mga commercial establishments. Okay? Doon sa susunod na slide na. Yan. Okay, next slide. After that. Yan. So, kung familiar kayo sa mga surveys ng PSA o ng BAS before, meron tayong tinatawag na Commercial Livestock and Poultry Survey. So itong CLPS ay galing yan doon sa LPES. So ang tawag sa CLPS dati ay yung ating LPES. So kumbaga ito yung survey para sa mga commercial farms, no, on livestock and poultry. And this is conducted by BAS quarterly or semi-annually, depende dun sa klase ng animal. So usually yung mga maliliit na animals, yun yung quarterly, at yung mga large livestock types, yun yung semi-annually. Okay, next slide. Okay, now, ano pa nangyari? In 1992, yung BAS at saka NMIS, do you know NMIS? That is the National Meat Inspection Service. Tama ba? Okay, so meron silang networking survey on slaughter statistics. Okay? And also, noong 1992 rin, na-redesign yung IAS. Okay? Wala na tayong integrated agricultural survey ngayon na tinatawag. Yung IAS kasi, naka-focus yan sa backyard household survey, no? Mga livestock. Okay, so ito na ngayon yung tinatawag nating BLPS. So yung ating backyard livestock and poultry survey, nanggaling yan dun sa, kumbaga, sa IAS. Yan. So yun yung ating parang history ng ating official livestock and poultry surveys. Now again, in 1993, again, itong USAID ay may project na naman na sinuportahan. And it is the project Strengthening AgStat Information System. Okay? So, kasama dito yung ating PSA, yung ating Philippine Statistical Association. Yan, yung PSA noon is Philippine Statistical Association. So, kasama ang Bureau of Agricultural Statistics, ay nagre-release sila ng AgStat View, no? So, kung hahanapin nyo ngayon sa internet yon, wala na kayong makikita na masyado. Konti na lang, slight lang. Pero kumbaga, it was during the past na nagre-release ng AgStat View yung BAS through the Philippine Statistical Association. Ang journal na pinoproduce ngayon ng ating PSA ay, no? Bali, Philippine Statistical Association Incorporated is the Philippine Statistician. Yan ang ating journal. Okay? Next slide po. Uy, naiwan yung ating slide. Ayan. Yan. So, tuloy ang kwento, part of the improvement measures taken is yung life cycle model. No? Ito yung parang kumbaga noong 1993 nag-start na ito ay bali ang involved dito is yung livestock division ng BAS. So nag-develop sila, inaral nila ang mga data, they come up with the life cycle model. to forecast broiler production using grandparent stock and the parent stock as input variables. Yan yung mga ginawa sa history natin. Okay? Tuloy po. And as early as 1996, they come up with the life cycle forecasting model. This is to forecast broiler production. Yan. And yun yung pang broiler, no? And for pork production, they used regression analysis. Okay, all of these were to address bali yung mga na-identify na problems kanina. Okay? So, in 2001, ayan, the PSRTI, next slide please. Next slide po. Okay, so in 2001 naman, ang nangyari is, yung PSRTI, ito yung former DSRTC. PSRTI stands for the Philippine Statistics Research and Training Institute. They provided project funds to the Bureau of Agricultural Statistics to undertake the project Early Warning System for Agricultural Commodities. Ayan. So yun yung una. Early Warning System for Agricultural Commodities. So alam natin na napakaraming klase ng agricultural commodities. Since the Bureau of Agricultural Statistics, sila ang nag-generate ng data, nanggagaling sa kanila. So, naisip siguro ng PSRTI na to give funds sa BAS and to come up with study, i-model, no, yung mga agricultural commodities. Okay, next slide please. Ayan. Okay, wait. Ayan. So, ayan. So, syempre, with this modeling, kailangan ding ma-enhance ang capacity ng mga BAS staff, no? Para ma-project yung supply, demand, and prices of the products of the agricultural sector. Okay. So, yun yung purpose why they provided funding. Okay. And in 2005, there is a Department of Agriculture fellow from the BAS who conducted the study. And the title of the study is Managing Supply and Demand Balances of the Broiler Industry through an Early Warning System. So pag sinabi nating early warning system, bali modeling ito, forecasting. Kumbaga, there is an early warning that this will happen. Kaya early warning system. Okay. And in 2006, the Department of Agriculture, through its National Livestock Program or NLP, provided funding support to BAS. And the Early Warning System Project came into being. Yan. So nagkaroon na ng Early Warning System Project. Itong project na in-evaluate natin. Okay? So ang core components nito ay enhancement of the BAS data system and databases at the subnational level. Pag sinabi natin subnational level, from regional and national. And also, kasama dito sa project na to, yung forecasting. Okay, this is a value-adding collaborative activity and an integral part of the project. So yan yung parang pinaka-background ng ating history. Okay? So, ayan. So, nagkaroon na nga ng early warning system project. So, it started as broiler and swine information early warning system in 2006. Ayan. So, bali every year, bali for the broiler and swine information early warning system, merong 3 phases tayo, no? So, bali 2007, 2008, and 2009. Then, they decided to include other livestock types and poultry types. So, naging livestock and poultry information early warning system na ito by 2009 or 2010, 11, and 12. Okay. So, ganun. Tuloy po natin. Okay. And also, from the subnational level, ayan, bumaba pa siya sa regional. no? Regional livestock, yun na nga pala yung subnational level. Regional livestock and poultry information early warning system, no? So, umalat na siya, ikinalat nila. So, bali, yung 2010, yun yung first batch, which consists of regions 3, 4A, and 10. Then, 2011, 2012, and so on. Bali, yung ating evaluation ng project is ginawa natin noong first quarter ng 2015. And I remember nung December ng 2014, na gawi ako dun sa PSRTI, nagkaroon sila ng briefing. May mga nanggaling sa CAR, sa Region 9, ARMM, Mimaropa at Caraga. Ayan. Now, ang focus ng ating evaluation, ang pina-evaluate nila sa akin is focused on regions 3, 4A, and 10. Yung batch 1 ng ating mga regions. Okay. So, yan, yung 3 batches, yung 3 regions na yan yung focus ng ating evaluation. So, itong LPI EWS project na to, it started as BSI EWS. It is a collaborative undertaking among Department of Agriculture agencies for livestock concerns. Okay? So, RFO stands for Regional Field Office. LDC for Livestock Development Council. Then BAI, Agri-Management Marketing Assistance Service. Yan. Okay? Magre-recitation ba tayo? Gusto nyo? Kung alam niyo yung mga initials na yan. So, itong...
Bart's recitation daw, sabi ni Doc.
Oo. Ano
Game ba
yun?
tayo dyan?
Sino ba yung may alam ng pubs?
Ano yung pubs?
Sige. Mamaya
Alam
na
po,
lang.
Pubs. Ay, hindi
Yung
ko alam yung
pubs.
Pubs. Wala. Philippine Agribusiness. Hindi ko alam. Hindi ko po alam.
Sector.
Malalaman mo yan. Tama yung Philippines.
Ay, at least.
Hmm.
At least yung una, tama.
125.
Actually, tama. Philippine, agribusiness sector, tama.
Oh.
Okay. Tumama ka, no? Tama ba? Okay, tuloy natin. So, ito yung ating project objectives. Enhancement of the livestock and poultry information system nung LPI EWS na. Siyempre, nung BSI EWS, so focus siya sa broiler and swine. Ayan. So, included in the objective is to enhance also yung collection methodology and database at the national and subnational level. And mapapansin natin, pag tinignan natin mamaya yung mga objectives, na ang framework nito is focus sa data generation, data organization, forecasting, dissemination, and capability building. So, hindi pwede kasing paano magmo-model itong mga staff, itong mga personnel, kung hindi ititrain. Kaya merong capability building kasama yung ating project framework. Okay? Ayan. So, I would like to, kasi when I was invited by Justin, so nag-email ako kay Sir Reside. So, yung mga taga-PSA, kilala nila si Sir Reside. So, he told me that project, he is referring to this project, which is the LPIEWS, sabi niya, that project wanted to achieve 2 things. Serve the information needs of clients, but also to build the trust and mutual confidence between data users and producer, BAS at that time. Yan. Kaya kinote ko, ang ganda ng sagot sa akin ni Sir sa email. Okay, tuloy natin. Next slide, please. Okay. So, nasabi ni Sir ng in just as one sentence yung objective, no, nung project. Ito yung specific objectives. So, makikita nyo naman dun sa upper right yung kumbaga a framework ng project. Okay. So, number 1, the first objective has something to do with the enhancement of primary data collection methodology. Ayan. Bali dito, sa project na to, ang primary data bale is coming from the provincial level, no? Then submitted ito sa subnational, regional, then submitted sa taas, national. Okay, so enhancement of primary data collection methodology. So kasama yan sa, kung sa framework titingnan natin, is data generation. The second objective is enhancement of data organization and compilation of the national and subnational level. So ito mga data collected from the primary source, which is the provincial level, is being organized. Dun sa, from the provincial, syempre dadaan niya ng provincial office ng BAS, going to the regional level, then to the national level. So dito pumapasok na yung data organization. The third objective is development of an efficient livestock and poultry early warning system. So ito na yung tinatawag na forecasting. Yung framework included na forecasting. Tapos number 4 is enhancement of network and access of unified data holdings within and among the Department of Agriculture, livestock agencies, and statistical agencies. So mapapansin natin na kanina na list yung mga agencies involved, merong mga statistical agencies like yung BAS, saka yung NEDA, andun din, tapos PSRTI for the capability building. Ayan. So dito sa number 4, it has something to do with yung strengthening the linkages between and among the different agencies. And number 5 is strengthening the linkages with PABS. Oh, ayan, Sir Justin, PABS, Philippine Agribusiness Sector. Ayan. So, no, hindi pala siya Philippine, private, sorry ha, private agribusiness sector. Okay. And number 6 is capability building of personnel of collaborating agencies. Ayan. So these are the 6 objectives of the project with this 4 framework. Okay? Okay. So anong ginawa ng project? So ito yung mga interventions na ginawa ng project. So ayan, establishment of database system, no? So yan na yung tungkol sa generation and organization. And of course, merong coordination and collaboration among the different agencies. Okay? So nag-training, nag-conduct ng mga workshops so that forecasting models can be developed. And at the same time, nag-conduct din sila ng research, no? Kasi kumbaga nakita ko sa mga documents, kasi nag-inventory ako ng documents, ay may research for the improvement of the backyard livestock and poultry survey. At itong product dissemination, it has something to do with reporting, no, with publishing the models that were developed by the project. And regional extension is, katulad ng na-mention kanina, nakita ninyo dun sa history na from BSI, naging LPI, then naging RLPI, which is Regional Livestock and Poultry Information Early Warning System. Okay. Oh, natapos ko na po yung page. Ayan. Ayan. Okay. Tuloy natin. So, now, the evaluation. Ito na yung ating evaluation proper. So, nakita ninyo, bakit sila nag-come up with a project? May na-identify silang mga issues. No? So, they come up with a project. So, okay, so the purpose of the evaluation is to determine the effectiveness of the project, syempre. Focus sa regions 3, 4A, and 10. Tapos, document or review past activities of the project. So, ayan. So, bali ang ginawa natin is, we conducted the evaluation with, bali in-evaluate natin performance ng project against the framework components and also against the stated objectives. So, yun yung naging focus ng ating evaluation. Okay, so ano yung method na ginamit natin? Gumamit tayo ng survey, ng focus group discussion, at ng key informant interview. Yan. At saka nag-inventory din tayo ng documents. Ayan. So, napakaraming documents ang tinignan natin. So, for the survey and the focus group discussion and the key informant interview, data collection, bali ginawa natin ito in 3 levels: provincial, regional, and national. So, nag-prepare tayo ng mga questionnaires, nag-conduct tayo ng focus group discussion, at nag-interview din tayo. Ayan. So, as part of the limitation, bali yung aking data gathering, these were conducted during subnational LPI EWS meetings sa Region 10, sa 4A, at Region 3. And also, during the national level LPI EWS meeting with the private agribusiness sector. And this was held at PSRTI. They were invited to attend. Ayan. So, next slide po. Ayan. So, itong mga meetings na to na ino-organize nila, these meetings were attended by personnel involved in the project. So, from the different participating local government units, provincial and regional, and collaborating agencies. Okay. So, bali, yan yung schedule na nangyari for my data collection. Okay. So, itong project na to, itong project evaluation na to, as I have mentioned earlier, ay kinonduct nung the first quarter ng 2015. So, from January, February, and March. Yan. So, yan yung schedule natin. Okay. So, marami akong nakilala yung time na yon. Okay, so again, as a limitation, there was no sampling performed in the selection of respondents, and all participants during the meetings served as respondents. Unti lang kasi sila. Okay, so ito yung ating, next slide. So yan yung ating mga naging respondents. So we were very lucky na noong inimbitahan yung mga private agribusiness sector, ay merong 5 umattend. Ayan. So, from the different agencies, classified according to the agency kung saan sila nanggaling, and according to the region. Ayan. So, there are 44 respondents and 5 from the agribusiness, from the private agribusiness sector. Okay, next. And for the document inventory, bali, ang limitation nito is, ang na-evaluate ko lang bali, ay yung mga documents siyempre na nanggaling sa kanila in the form of memorandum of agreements, completion reports, minutes of meetings, and copies of presentations. Mga copies of presentations during their meetings and during the trainings. So, ang focus actually ng, although from 2006 to 2014 yung coverage ng ating evaluation, pero ang focus ng data that was subjected to inventory ay from 2006 to 2012. Yan. Ayun. So, bulk of documents ay bali from 2006 to 2012. Okay, tuloy natin. So, eto na tayo sa results. So, hindi naman mahirap ito kasi survey ito at hindi naman mahirap ang mga tanong. So, una, bali there are 2 parts of the results, yung survey at saka yung document inventory. So, itong survey is to look into the performance of the project against its objectives. So, the first objective, as we have kanina, inisa-isa natin. So, bawat objectives, there are 6 objectives. Bali, I come up with, 6 questions din. No? Pero several questions for each objective. But for the first objective, in relation to the first objective, this is, kumbaga, yung question natin. To what extent did the project enhance the livestock and poultry data system in terms of collection methodology of primary data and improved collection and compilation of administrative-based data from other regulatory agencies under the Department of Agriculture and from the LGUs. Okay, to make things simple, it's actually from the uh, provincial vet and the LGU, bali yung collection na yon, no? Towards dun sa regional. To what extent daw na-enhance yung collection methodology natin on that ano, bali level of the flow of the data, no? Okay. So, importanteng na marinig ang sinasabi ng mga PROVETs, provincial veterinary. Ano? At saka yung provincial office din ng Bureau of Agricultural Statistics. Importante kasi sila yung nadun sa bandang baba, no? Galing sa kanila, no? Okay? So, looking at the data, the results, so we have here two figures. So, to save time and space, naisip ko, ilagay ang dalawang graph sa isang slide. So, the first figure is about providing data to higher level Department of Agriculture office. So, from the provincial level going up. So, nakita ninyo na yung red, that is for the PSA or BAS, provincial office. For the province, na-felt yung increase in participation. But, syempre, yung PSA, kumbaga talagang, they are participating. Kaya, 100% sila. From before 2006, from 2006 to 2009, and 2010 onwards. Ano itong time divisions na to? Yung before 2006, yan yung before the project. Yung 2006 to 2009, yan yung during BSI or Broiler and Swine Information Early Warning System project pa lang. Then, 2010 onwards, yan na yung LPI or Livestock and Poultry Information Early Warning System project na. Okay? So, naramdaman ng mga province natin yung increase in participation in terms of providing data to the higher level Department of Agriculture. What else? In terms of forms of data submission, doon pa rin po sa dating slide, kumbaga, there was an increase toward the use of e-copy for the PSA BAS and increase in the use also of e-copy by the province. Kung minsan iniisip ko, bakit naman ganun? Talaga naman siguro that time ay papunta na tayo sa computerization ng mga data natin. But anyway, siguro nakatulong itong project na ito din para kumbaga, mapabilis pa yung pagpunta sa paggamit ng e-copy in terms of submission of data from one office to another level of office. Okay? So, in terms of filing method naman, used by the unit before, during these 3 periods, ayan, so makikita natin na kumbaga, yung paggamit ng computer filed and organized into a database ay, kumbaga, tumaas. Napansin nyo? For PSA, no? For the provincial office na PSA. Yan. Ng BAS, I mean. And ito namang PROVETS ay, kumbaga, naging computer filed but not organized in a database. Yun naman yung naging improvement nila. Ayan. Okay, tuloy natin. Tapos, in terms of observed changes, tinanong din natin sila, yung mga respondents. At ang laki nung nagsabi dun sa sa mga province na merong increase in number of data items, no? At meron ding increase in number of transactions according to BAS, no? Mas maraming percentage yung nagsabi sa BAS na merong increase in the number of transactions. Okay. Tapos, tinanong din natin yung relevance o importance of the observed changes. So, ito yung sagot nila sa figure number 5. So, makikita ninyo, may relevant daw according to 57.14% of the province and 54.55% from the BAS respondents. And kung improvement, medyo mababa yung nagsabi na it is an improvement, no? 42.86 according to province and 54.55 naman according to the BAS provincial office respondents. Okay, tuloy natin. Okay. So, magandang pakinggan ano yung dahilan bakit parang mababa yung nagsabi na relevant at important yung observed changes. So, ito yung comments nila. For those respondents na hindi nagsabi na improvement yung naibigay ng project is, ang comment nila is lack of manpower, personnel to attend to the project. Humihingi sila na sana increase in terms of equipment, increase in the resources of the project. And itong last na comment, which is provide needed resources in terms of mobility, ay galing ito sa Provet, no? Kasi they, to have the data, they go to perhaps to the municipalities or they transact with the municipal offices. So, kailangan daw ng resources for mobility, for efficient collection of the primary data from the field level. So, ayan. So yan ang dapat i-address nung mga, okay. So, the next objective is, the next question, to address the second objective, in reference to the second objective is, to what extent did the project enhance organization and compilation of data and information at the national and subnational from all sources? That includes administrative-based data generated out of the regulatory function of agencies such as, okay, so among others. So ayan, so ano yung ating results? In terms of filing method, again, ayan, maganda, no? Kasi merong increase in the computer filed and organized in a database, no? So ang mga respondents natin, siya nga pala ay sa subnational level na at national level. Yan. Kanina, dun sa question 1, ang respondents natin doon is yung mga provincial level. Now, this time, ang respondents natin, yung mga respondents natin at the subnational or regional level and national level. So, they have observed that in terms of filing method, nag-increase, no, from the first, second, and third period, lumaki in terms of computer filed and organized in a database. Tapos, lumaki din yung red, no? Ang red ay tungkol sa computer filed but not organized in a database. Tapos, lumiit na yung hard copy filing. Yan, umunti na siya. So, more of computerized na tayo. So, ayan. And, tinanong din natin kung improvement or relevant yung project. So, medyo mababa rin yung nagsabi na it is an improvement. Pero kailangan pakinggan natin ano yung comment nila. Bakit ganun yung ano. So, for those who did not say that it is not an improvement o hindi nag-yes dun sa tanong na is it an improvement. So, ang sabi, LPI, LWS forms should be short and simple. So, there should be a continuous technical support from PSRTI and the other agencies, and funding support for job orders. Siguro kailangan ng mga job orders to be detailed where they are assigned. And as expansion sits in, kasi during that time, kasi 2015 to ginawang evaluation, 2013 pala, nung naaprubahan yung Republic Act 10625, which is the yung PSA, Philippine Statistics Authority Act. Yan. So, ito yung comment, as expansion sits in, there should also be increase in assistance in terms of manpower, vehicle and communication system, and financial support. Ayan. So, to continue, we have 6 objectives. Ngayon, medyo na-rearrange yung ordering ng ating questions, ano? So, itong objective na to, kung merong mabilis ang memory, itong question na ito is for question, parang pang 5 to eh, no? So, anyway, so this is our question. To what extent did the project enhance network and access of unified data holdings within and among the different DA agencies and statistical agencies? So, ito yung tungkol sa linkage, no? Strengthening the linkages between the and among the different agencies involved. Okay. Question number 3 na tayo. Ayan. Okay, next slide po. Ayan. So for this question, so this is something to do with kung na-enhance yung network and access of unified data holdings, no? Kasi bali, di ba, kinolekta from the provincial level, na-submit na sa regional. So bali, among the regional and the national, yung access na and network among the different agencies ang pinag-uusapan natin dito. Kung na-enhance daw ba yung network and access of unified data holdings. Unified is nagkakaisa. Pareho, ang sinasabi. Pag tinanong mo yung isang ahensya tungkol sa ganitong information, kumbaga, two agencies should be giving the same information. Okay? So, I would like, medyo special mention dito yung sagot nung isang key informant from the regional field office ng DA. So, ito yung sagot niya. Sabi niya ganon. This information, yung mga data items daw, are already being collected before the different offices by the different offices. Pero hindi lang organized. Sabi niya gano'n. So, dati naman ang kinukuha yung mga data na yan eh. Kaya lang, hindi lang organized. Sabi niya gano'n. Tapos, the project has harmonized data holdings of the different agencies. Before the release, of official figures now, okay, that was 2015, nung in-interview natin siya. Sabi niya, before we release official figures now, we meet and agree on the values of that are indicated in the situationnaire report for broiler and swine. Yan. So, bali, meron kasing publication itong project na to, yung situationnaire report for broiler and swine. So, bali, ito yung, sa pamamagitan nitong publication na ito, nagre-release sila ng, kumbaga, unified data information. Okay, so, and this publication is being distributed among these agencies. Yan. So, magkakasama sila na binuo itong situational report for broiler and swine. Okay, so, in addition to that, nakita ko rin sa mga data na nagko-conduct sila ng mga appreciation seminars on livestock and poultry data systems. To come up with a publication, importante yung capability building. So, ang dami nilang appreciation seminars. Okay? So, I'd like to take note on this. Sabi ganon, ang purpose ng kanilang mga appreciation seminars is to forge a common understanding and appreciation of the value of livestock and poultry statistical information by all stakeholders and producers and users of these statistics. Yan. So, take note of the different agencies that has attended these seminars. Ikita nyo, ayan, meron pang PCC, no? Ayan. Okay. So, let's go to question number 4. So to what extent did the project strengthen linkages with the private agribusiness stakeholders at the national and subnational levels through access and exchange of information? Yan. So this is something to do with establishing linkage with the private agribusiness sector. Yan. Next slide, please. So, itong mga businessman, no? Mga business sector, mahirap silang ang tawag dito, ma-invite. And I was lucky na merong 5 umattend, no? From the broiler sector, we have Ubra, and we have San Miguel Foods Incorporated. Swine sector, we have the National Federation of Hog Farmers, San Miguel Foods Incorporated also, and Foremost Farms Incorporated. So they were there during the focus group discussion, and I was able to give them questionnaire. Ayan. At meron din akong in-interview as key informant. Okay. So, in-interview ko sila. So, ito yung mga kumaga summary ng ating interview. So, ang sabi, before the project daw, meron naman ng transactions existing between the pubs and the concerned agencies. But during the project, there was an observed increase in frequency of transactions, exchanges, and access of information. So, merong continued providing the government the same pertinent information. By the way, dun sa kontrata, may mga MOA involving the pubs. At ang responsibility ng pubs ay to give information to the government. Yan. So they continued providing the government the same pertinent information. And ang isang maganda is, sabi nila, they are able to derive projected broiler supply. So yung broiler businessman ang kausap ko dito, bali able to derive projected broiler supply based on actual GP and PS, importation and demand. At ang nagagamit din daw nila yung, kasi they are also given the publication, yung nabanggit na publication kanina. Now they can perform cross-checking of the data. So yan yung binanggit nung ating na interview.
Ma'am, may tanong lang po ako.
Sige, anong tanong mo?
Ano po yung, sorry po ano po yung GP and ES?
Okay. Parent stock at saka grandparent stock.
Okay.
So, ang pagkakaalam ko doon is, tawag dito, yung mga anak, yung parent, saka grandparent stock. Sa ano to? Sa broiler.
Sa broilers, yes.
Oo, sa broilers. Okay?
Okay pa. Yun lang ito.
Sige. Oo. Ako din, di ko rin alam yun eh. Okay. What else? So, tungkol naman sa naging role ng company, ayan, ng mga companies na to, ang isang maganda is yung alignment of terminologies. No? Napaka-importante noon kasi kapag kahit anong field, if you are reading something, dapat yung definition ng author na binabasa mo is ganun din yung definition mo ng bagay na yon. Kasi kung hindi, di kayo magkakaintindihan.
Kakaroon po ng miscommunication.
Yes, oo.
Opo.
So, ayan, alignment of terminologies. Ayan, what else? And more frequent consultations. Ayan. Yun naman yung role nila na na-identify nila. May question ka ba, sir?
Hindi naman po. Actually po, para lang din po hindi lang kayo yung
Yes, oo nga.
Oo,
sige.
dito po pagdating po dito kasi sa alignment of terminologies, no, lalo
sige.
na po sa isang paper, parang napakahalaga po nito, no. Dinedefine po 'yan sa RRL and sa mga ganyan po index. And pagka po nagkaroon po ng slight misinterpretation or deviation, napakalaki po ng impact sa study niyan. Sigurado po ako.
Oo. Yun nga lang ibig sabihin ng farmer, di ba? Paano siya na-identify, di ba? Dapat malinaw yun.
Baka po, lalo na po pag merong mga local term or jargon na ginagamit regarding specific topics or specific technical matters, baka mamaya iba yung tawag sa Ilocos, iba yung tawag sa Cebu, iba yung tawag sa Laguna. So, maganda po na merong alignment according to industry standard.
Yes, oo, tama. Ayan. So kailangan ng agreement with that of the government's definitions. Ayan. What else? Ito naman yung impression nila, no, ng mga pubs. Kasi tinanong din natin anong masasabi nila if let's say i-expand yung project to the regional level. So, sabi naman nila it will improve accuracy of projections kasi concerned sila sa projection mga business minded siyempre, di ba? So,
Mhm.
inaabangan nila yung projection na ilalabas ng ating mga statistical agencies. So, sabi rin naman, this is a good step to align all the regions in the national government directions. And we can also have an in-depth analysis of what's happening scenarios on the regional basis. Ayan. Okay. So, ang isang lang dito is parang advantage yung pubs. Kasi pag nakita nila yung inirelease ng bus noon, yung situation na report, pwede nilang gumawa ng mga intervention sa kanilang business na sila yung di ba? Tapos yung pagbalik ng information sa government hindi ganoon
Government.
kabilis. Oo. No,
Opo.
di ba? Parang
Tama po.
naging parte sila nitong project pero nakinabang talaga sila. Dahil
Mhm.
yung information, yung forecast nagagamit
Magagamit
nila.
on a farm
Oo.
level po, ano?
Oo, ganon. Ayan. Okay. So, punta na tayo sa question number
Question
5.
number 5.
Okay. So, ito naman, to what extent did the project contributed to capability building? So, ito na, maraming trainings na kinandak ang PSRTI, participated by the different personnel of the different collaborating agencies. So, ito yung ating result, we asked them about the quality, theory, usefulness, and of course, their overall satisfaction. Okay, so bali at least 3 naman ang score. Wala namang nagbigay ng 2. Ayan. And on the average, it is 3.78 for overall satisfaction and that is also very good. Ayan. So, okay naman yung mga kinonduct na training ng PSRTI. And what else? So to what extent did the project contributed to capability building? So meron tayo ditong mga comments yung ating mga respondents. Kasi nga, during that time, yung bang transition, kasi na-aprubahan na yung Philippine Statistics Authority, no? Na act. And that was 2013. Bali, 2015, first quarter ito. So, bali, nung time na yun parang palipat na sila ng office dun sa Quezon City. Oo, yung time na yun. So, binabanggit dito yung tungkol sa rationalization at saka reassignment. Oo. So, binanggit dito na replacement necessary for those who will retire. And need for another round of training for those who will be new to the project. Actually, nabanggit ko kanina, di ba, nag-email ako kay Director Reside. So, binanggit niya sa akin sa email na si Ma'am Ninette Yanson, na siya yung head ng livestock division noon sa BAS ay nag-retire na. At yung sumunod din sa kanya na si Ma'am Beth ay nag-retire na rin. Ayun. So,
Kailangan po ng succession.
oo, kailangan.
Kailangan po
Tapos,
ng mga kasunod.
oo, kasunod. Oo. So, remember na itong project na to is bali from the National Livestock Program Division Office ng DA. Doon galing yung funding. May ganon, sa bus. Okay? Mababanggit ulit mamaya yan. Yung PSRT ay iba yung funding na binigay niya sa bus. Modeling yun, kanina nabanggit ko. Okay. So, question number 6 tayo. To what extent did the output publications of the project provide situation outlook on broiler and swine information? So, this is something to do with yung publication or reporting of results. So, tungkol dito, tinanong natin yung mga participants. So, kung sinishare nila yung publications, no? Kasi itong project na ito nga is within the different agencies to, to strengthen the linkage, no? So ito ay, kumbaga, hindi ito alam sa labas. Itong project na ito is para tumibay at maging maayos yung trabaho nila. Ganon. Kaya maaring hindi ito alam sa labas, no? Actually, merong website noon, binigyan nila ako ng password para makapasok lang ako, no?
Mhm.
Pero hindi lahat pwedeng makita yung website, ganon. No? So may website, pero among the participating agencies lang. Ayan. So during that time, binigyan nila ako ng password, yung from
Para po
PSI,
ma-access nyo.
para maka-access ako, makapagbasa ako, ganon, ng
Mhm.
mga documents. Ayan. So, bali, yung mga publication na yan, bali, pinamimigay nila among the agencies. At tinanong natin kung na-share ba, no? So, merong ilan na nag-share sa other agencies na hindi kasama din sa project, also to agribusiness sector, and meron din nag-share sa academe. At wala namang samang comments, no? 75.59% of the feedback or comments says na relevant at informative and useful for planning purposes yung laman ng mga publications. Okay. So we have a picture of some, ayan ang picture. So malamang di pa kayo nakakita niyan kasi hindi naman yan talaga naka-publish na ano. So andyan,
Ay.
modeling yan ng broiler and swine. Ayan. So,
Ang nakikita ko lang po, ma'am, yung kapag nandun na siya sa yung selected statistics on agriculture na, yung annually compiled na siya. Yun po yung madalas kong, mas madaling ma-access.
Available sa sa website na yung
Sa
mga
website po, yes.
Yes,
Downloadable siya annually.
downloadable at saka up to the provincial or municipal level. Provincial.
Parang
Provincial po.
provincial regional po. Ganyan po.
Provincial regional. Oo, ayun. Yun yung available sa PSA. Yan. So, what else? Feedbacks from the pubs. Sabi, it will improve accuracy of projections. Siyempre, projection nila, ng gagawin nila. What else? It's essential for planning and computing production share. So, ang tinatawag nila ditong production share, yung share nila dun sa industry. No? So, nagagamit nila yung result, yung publication, para tingnan nila, ano ba yung share natin, no? Sa industry. Kasi ito yung mga malalaking private, agribusiness, business, no? Okay. So, tinanong din natin yung overall benefit of the livestock and to the livestock and poultry sector. So far, in a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, maganda naman ang naging standing. It is 8.8. So, okay naman. Malaking kapakinabangan daw sa livestock and poultry sector yung project na ito. Ayan. So, itong 8.8 na average, yan ay galing dun sa 44 respondents. But with the pubs, ang mean rating na galing sa pubs ay 6. Na matipid magbigay ng score ang pubs. Okay.
Mukhang ano po sila. Pagdating sa evaluation.
Oo, magaling
Stringent,
nga.
very stringent.
Okay. So, sabi ng pubs, basahin natin, the agency, referring to BUS during that time, will need more cooperation from industry players. Alam din nila, no? Alam nila to gain more accuracy in forecast, thus more relevancy and credibility. So, improvements, nakita nila in the analysis significance of the projects to the government. And ang good point daw ay, sa kanilang side ito, we can now see the overall scenario of the industry in terms of production. And we can measure on where we are now versus global and hog industry. So, ang respondent natin dito yung sa hogs, dun sa kanina yung comment from a broiler businessman. Ayan. So, ayan. Okay? So, I also did inventory. So to look into the performance of the project against the project components. So
Yes.
bali yung project components natin kanina ay yung actually apat lang yung nakalagay ano. So istinama natin dito yung capability building. Yan. So we have data generation, data organization, forecasting, dissemination, and of course
Capability.
included ang capability building. Okay. So ito yung ating naging inventory. Kumbaga ang daming documents nito, tiningnan natin. So in-identify natin kung anong component ng project maka-classify yung mga documents, no? So bali dalawang time periods, time nung BSI at saka time nung LTI. And afterwards, yung 2013 onwards kasi, yun ay kumbaga regional expansion na nung LTI. So ayan yung ating mga nakitang documents. Ayan. So tingnan na lang natin. Ayan. So ang daming mga documents niyan. So pag may shade, ibig sabihin ay continuously, no?
Continuous.
Yeah, continuous na meron.
Ito
Marami.
pa.
Ayan, oo. So, kunwari, halimbawa, meeting with the experts. So, nakakita ko ng 10 meeting report.
Documents.
Yes, nung time ng BSI EWS 2, phase 2, bali, ganun. So, bali, dinocument ko lang yung mga documents na nakita ko. In-identify ko. So, ayan. So, ganon. Ayan.
Ang dami po pala.
Yes, madami actually.
Oo nga eh.
Ang dami talaga. Ang dami. Marami. So, eto na tayo sa conclusion. Umabot.
Ayan. Umabot na.
Oo, umabot din.
Conclusion
Dahaba,
na.
no? Oo. So, based on the results, no, na-improve naman ng project yung data system in terms of collection methodology, organization, and compilation of administrative-based data. So there is progress in network and access of unified data holdings within and among the different agencies. Na-strengthen din yung linkage
Engage.
within the with the pubs, no? With the government and with the pubs. And goes with regards to capacity building naman, and target publications ay na-achieve din. Yan. Okay. Tapos, sa national level, yung EWS in terms of production supply and demand models for broiler and swine were developed and are continuously being improved by the project. So that was, isipin natin 2015 natin to observation, ano? So yung mga models na yon are used for the national level situation and outlook publication of BS. At the regional level, meron kasing tinatawag na situation and outlook publication. Yun yung national level. Tapos meron tayong situational report, yun naman yung regional level. Yan. So these publications were found by different stakeholders to be useful for planning purposes. For planning purposes. So, to sum it all, it is a relevant and beneficial project for the livestock and poultry sector. Yan. But of course, yung mga comments kanina, dapat na pakinggan natin, galing lalo na dun sa mga talagang on hand, no? Dun sa mga activities ng project. Okay? So, corresponding appropriate support in terms of manpower, equipment, and financial allocation is advised. Yan. So, by the way, tungkol dun sa pubs, meron silang ginaganap kasi during that time na consultative meetings with the private agribusiness sector. So, meron silang tinatawag na consultative meetings with the private agribusiness sector and the task force on price and volume watch. Yan. So, pwede nyo tingnan yan sa internet, naghanap ako. So far, may latest ako nakita is na ginanap is ng 2014. But that is still during the conduct of the project. So far, wala akong nakitang sumunod pa doon. Tapos, Region 3 had not yet undergone the survey-based forecasting course. Siguro sa pagtitingin ko ng mga documents, so sinasuggest ko dito na magkaroon ng training
Ma-train
on
sila.
survey-based forecasting course. Oo. At kailangan din ng refresher training courses. No? And so, due to the possibility of retirements of personnel involved in the project, an assistant should already be identified beforehand. And these individuals must be trained and be involved in the project. Okay? So, yun yung ating mga suggestions. And, ito yung pinakadulo. To live up to the project's title, masyado kasing na-focus talaga sa broiler and swine. No?
Mhm.
To live up with the title of the project, livestock and poultry, so other livestock poultry commodity types are expected to be
Should be.
covered by the
Yeah.
project. Oo. Kasi nga, na-focus talaga sa broiler and swine. Ayan. So, I tried looking at sa internet. So, ito yung nakita ko. Parang ano to, 2017. Oh, ayan ang date. November
Opo.
2017.
Yes.
Meron
Ito
pa,
pa
ano?
December.
Tapos, itong isa, ayan.
December po ito.
Naman, 2017. Ayan. Pero actually, okay, another one, gusto kong tingnan nyo itong paragraph. Sabi dito, the PSA with funding support from the Department of Agriculture's National Livestock Program collaborated on the improvement of data system and establishment of a comprehensive information system for livestock and poultry. Ayan. So, related pa rin ito dun sa project. Okay? So, makikita nyo na binanggit dito na yung National Livestock Program na office ang nagbigay ng funding support sa PSA. Ayan. So, I would like to mention that kasi so, tumawag ako dun sa ano, kasi andun pa naman yung mga bata-batang konti nung time nung project. So, sanabi sa akin na, ma'am, nag-terminate na po yung project noong 2016. Sabi, ganun ba? Paano yung forecasting, yung modeling na ginagawa nyo noon? Kasi dati, yun ay dun sa livestock division ginagawa. So, sabi, ma'am, nasa National Livestock Program Office na po ng DA. So, yung nag-fund ng project before, nasa kanila na ngayon yung forecasting na
Duties.
activity.
So, ongoing pa rin po ito, ma'am, yung forecasting natin.
Palagay ko naman. Pero, yun ay within the different agencies lang. Parang, coordination nila within.
Okay.
So, yun yung maganda. Tapos, gusto ko sigurong banggitin ito. Sabi dito, we always believe, no? This is somebody from the Philippine Statistics Authority. We always believe that the quality of data we produce are only as good as the data we get from the sector.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. So, hindi ito para sa akin, hindi ito excuse, not given an excuse, but this is an invitation to everyone who is providing the data na ibigay natin yung tamang information para magkaroon ng maayos na data ang ating
sector.
Oo. Yon.
Yes, ma'am.
Para magkaroon ng pag maayos ang data, maayos yung pagbabasehan ng mga plano, we will come up with projects na maayos, fitted doon sa
Tama po.
yan.
Industry need.
Yes. So, it does not, hindi lang dito sa livestock, sa kahit na anong industry.
Yes, ma'am.
Oo. So, ayun. So, ayan. Salamat po. Siya nga pala, mapapansin nyo, nagpalit kami ng email address, official email address sa CLSU. Ayan na. Your name, your family name, at clsu2.edu.ph.
Oh, okay po. So,
yan na po ang ating official email address.
Take note of the number 2. Siguro po, clsu2.edu.ph.
Yan ang ating
Huwag po kalimutan. Alright, so kung may questions po yung mga audiences natin, pwede po silang mag-email po sa inyo ng diretso, ano?
Yes, oo.
Flash lang po natin ulit.
Ayan,
Baka meron diyang mga taga PSA. Baka meron silang update, no? kung may umattend.
Ayan po.
Ayan,
Okay.
meron po
So,
isa. Bye from ano
meron
pala
pong
to?
taga Quezon City
Bureau of
Department of
Animal
Agriculture,
Industry.
BAI. Okay
Mhm.
po. So, bago
Estudyante
po
ko
tayo
yun.
magpunta sa Opo. Bago tayo magpunta sa mga questions natin, batiin po muna natin yung mga nanonood sa atin, si Zucarnin Basilan all the way from Cotabato City. Good evening. Good evening from
Please.
Purat
Jerome.
Tarlac,
Hello,
Jerome.
Jerome. Good evening. Estudyante ko
Hello.
natin.
Hello,
And
Jerome.
si Laika from Orion, Bataan. Shoutout sa mga taga Bataan.
Oo.
Ayan po, mga taga CLSU, si Cassie
Wow.
Hi,
Saltivan. Hi, Doc
Cassie.
Anna. Hello,
Hello.
Doc Anna. Cassie here from CLSU. Lindsay Ilaya from Abukay, Bataan.
Uy.
Malawak po ang ating reach. May
Oo,
Mahilom from
pero,
Florida Blanca, Pampanga. At
yes.
from dito lang sa kapitbahay namin, si Richard Acorda from Siniluan, Laguna. So, ayun po, madaming nanonood po sa atin ngayon and good evening po sa inyong lahat. Bards,
Magandang gabi.
baka meron kang question for Ma'am Ana. Ako medyo may mga 2 or 3 questions ako.
Ako actually ang tanong ko ay yung follow through kasi yun nga parang nabanggit naman na din ni ma'am. Pero can you tell more pa ma'am if paano po siya like ano ba accomplishments in applying yung outputs nung EWI po or
So
like
yun
from the
nga,
ground.
oo. So ang pagkakaalam ko doon is they come up with yung models, no? So among themselves kasi bali ginagamit nila yun sa planning.
Mhm.
Okay? Oo. So yun lang yung isang bagay na kasi hindi hindi pina-evaluate sa akin yung mga models na output ng project. Bali hindi pina-evaluate yung models at hindi rin pina-evaluate yung performance ng project in terms of the budget ng project, di ba? So, yun yung So, bali ang ginawa ko lang is yung objectives, yung 6 na objectives, saka yung components ng So, bali yung modeling nila, hindi naman nila pinagalaw. Pero sa pagkakaalam ko, itong mga models na to is nakapublish andun sa situational report at saka sa situation and outlook report na disseminated among the agencies, collaborating agencies. At ginagamit nila ito kung mayroong nagtatanong, doon nila titingin at ginagamit din nila ito for planning purposes. Ganun.
Okay, thank you po. Ikaw bro.
Ayun, oo, kasi habang nakikinig ako kay Ma'am Ana na parang napakalaki kasi ng importance ng agricultural data in general, not just only for the swine and poultry industry but across all agricultural industries kasi malaki implication niya and yun nga and with regards to planning, policy making, pricing, supply demand stability yung mobility ng products, etc., yung mobility ng agri-supply or yung inputs para gamitin for the production of these and yung competitiveness nga natin globally, ma'am, no. So parang ang daming use nung data na nagagather natin and doon natin mini-measure of course yung performance ng industry natin as compared to yung previous performance natin on a year to year basis. So ma'am, sabi niyo po naka-encounter kayo ng at least 5 na respondents from the private sector. So based po dun sa study nung kinonduct nyo that was 4 years ago nag-terminate but
Tagal na,
it
no?
started 7 years ago. Ano po
Oo.
yung mga barriers or yung mga problems or roadblocks na na-encounter nyo on securing data from the private sector?
Actually, medyo mahirap talagang siyempre invited. Ang dami naman siguro nilang in-invite ng PSRTI to attend a meeting, no? So 5 lang yung umattend. So, ang sabi sa akin is maswerte na may dumating na.
Mayroon na may dumating. Opo.
Oo. Tapos, in-interview ko yung isa, tapos yung 5 yon kasama sa focus group discussion. Yung isa na interview ko, tapos yung 5 yon pinadalahan ko ng questionnaire. Tapos 2 lang ang bumalik. O, di ba, ang hirap, ang hirap kuhaan ng information.
Opo.
Oo. So, yun
Ano
yung,
daw po yung ano nila, hesitation nila? Meron po ba daw problem with regarding to data sharing or
na-recognize naman nila yung role nila, no? Kasi nga, nabanggit ko rin kanina na sa mga documents, nakita ko na kasama sila. May MOA din. Kaya siguro kahit na ayaw nilang umattend or busy sila, umattend yung 5 na yon kasi kasama sila sa mga sa maari sa mga may kontrata with the project to provide information. Kasi bali pinapakita sa kanila yung model yung binibigyan sila nung publication. Tapos
yung importance po nung
kumukuha ng feedback sa kanila tungkol dun sa model. Ayun, yun ang isang role nila. Nagbibigay sila ng feedback. Pero, ganun pa man, malaking kapakinabangan talaga sa kanila yung nababasa nila. Dahil projection ito, let's say, for the next few months.
I could imagine po, napakalaking economic benefit sa kanila nun.
Oo, talaga. Dahil they can do the interventions na pwede nilang gawin.
Pwede nilang
para sa ganansya nila, di ba? No?
Opo, yung optimization ng farm labor, yung pag-procure ng mga agricultural inputs based doon sa projected production. So, nasa farm planning po yun. So, napakahalaga po ng agricultural data. At least, meron na pong definitive steps na hindi na po tayo kumbaga medyo suntok sa dilim kung ano yung gagawin natin or kung paano tayo magpo-proceed sa farming. Lalo na po para sa mga baguhan na yung magsa-start pa lang po ng farming, kailangan po nila yung data na yan.
Ang isang nakita ko na para bang, wow, may ganito palang ginagawa ang ating mga ahensya to improve their service. At the back of us, hindi natin alam na may ginagawa silang project, collaboration para may strengthen yung kanilang coordination, no? Ito sa mga livestock agencies na to under the Department of Agriculture. So, nakakatuwa.
Ayan po, may tanong po from Bernard Panabang. Sabi, AgriStat was a very valuable go-to for agri-statistics. Is there a new data repository that can be accessed for public use?
Siguro sa Philippine Statistics Authority.
Opo, I think nag-migrate na ang country stat to PSA.
Yes.
Bernard, I think you can find the relevant data tables are still there. Sa PSA na siya. Kasi dati po bukod yung country stat dati bukod siya.
Yes,
For clarification lang din, for info of everyone, ano po ba yung mga agencies na nag-merge to PSA?
Okay. Ang alam ko,
yung National Statistics
Office, DAS, NSCB. Doon ako sure, yung tatlo. National Statistics Office, Bureau of Agricultural Statistics, NSCB, National Statistics Coordination Board. Meron pang isa, ilan ba yun? 4 o 5?
Bureau of Labor and Employment Statistics po. Yung isa.
Ayun pa. Okay. Tapos meron pa isa,
BAS-BLES, National Statistics Coordination Board, NSO.
Ayan, So,
4, yun pong 4.
Okay, 4. Yan. And that was, 2013, September yata.
Yes po. Nag-restructure po sila.
Oo, nag-restructure sila. So
ayun po.
Ginawa nilang yun hindi naman yun basta-basta na lang, magsama-sama tayo, hindi. Yun ay ginawa ng evaluation,
pinag-isipang mabuti.
Study, pinag-aralan kung paano mas magiging maayos ang service sa atin.
Opo.
Okay.
So, ayun po, parang isa rin po sa mga na-observe namin, yun nga po. And I think this is something naman po across all government agencies, whether sa PA or kahit po siguro sa CLSU or kahit saan po, na yung continuity po, yung succession. Kasi po, yung trainings po, alam ko po malaking bagay yan kasi mahirap po mag-retrain na naman kasi that will be another expenditure. So, yung pagdating po ba sa Sige
Yun
ma'am,
ang
go ahead.
nagiging problema. Yun ang nagiging problema. Yun yung sinasabi mo yan.
Opo.
Mm-mm.
So, ayun po, actually it's not a question, more of a comment, no. So, para po sa mga lalo na po sa mga young agriculturists na nanonood, no, there is a need for us, no, kasi tayo yung yung data na pino-provide nila ma'am, the statisticians, tayo on the ground yung magi-interpret and tayo on the ground yung mag-a-apply nung mga interventions. So, gusto ko lang encourage, lalo na baka may mga nanonood na senior high dito na gustong nag-iisip or parang nagdadalawang isip kung papasok ba sila sa agriculture, no. So maraming opportunities sa agriculture, and yun nga,
Yes.
no, the use of the data is very important kasi yung mga data na pinoprovide or generate ng katulad ni na colleagues nila Dr. Latonio, yun yung magi-inform naman sa atin na ano ba yung dapat natin gawin on the ground. So yun po, gusto
And in
po
the
namin
same
mag-thank
way,
you
yeah.
sa
And in the
service
same
ninyo.
way, gusto ko din kumbaga i-call ko na din yung mga young statisticians na to collaborate in the agriculture sector, just like what Dr. Amilo did. And of course, syempre, through time, yun nga, continuity pa din, no, sa mga magiging main players ng ano natin, ng sector. So, yun, para magpatuloy kumbaga, the clarity, no, ng data, tsaka yung relevance niya.
Tsaka lalo na sa panahon natin ngayon, the data age, data is not only king, data is money. So, parang yung work nila Dr. Lasonio, very, very, ano yan, yun nga, money. Sobrang ano niya, sobrang halaga niya economically, labor-wise, policy-wise. So, lahat ng yan, based on hard data na generate or parang sila Dr. Latonio yung nag-establish ng procedures on how to ano, and we just want to thank you and your colleagues po for doing this for the agri industry po, ano. And before po tayo mag-end, so inabot na po tayo ng gabi. Thank you po for your time. Meron po kaming tradition dito sa Agri 2020 dito sa mga shows namin sa Dream Agritech na ma'am, dahil po tayo ay Pilipino at alam naman po natin pag ang Pilipino ay nalalagay sa TV, ang tanong po nila ay pwede po bang bumate. Kaya po bibigyan po namin kayo ng pagkakataon para po bumate sa mga colleagues nyo or sa mga dati nyo po naging kasamahan dito sa project or sa family po ninyo. Bago po kayo bumate, bigyan po kayo ng sample ni Bards kung paano bumate. So Bards, mauna ka na, sandwichin na natin si ma'am.
Okay.
Mauna ka ng bumate.
First of all, thank you very much po, Doc Latonio, for gracing this webinar at sa pagpapa-unlock po na makasama namin kayo ngayong araw.
Yes.
And yeah, ano pa ba? Thank you to everyone who's continuously watching, sa mga regulars natin dyan. Just keep on supporting us. And next week, meron pa tayong isang webinar which will be announced later on. So shout out to my family, the Interno and Dayapan family, to MC and Tita Eva Bolina, to my former students and colleagues in Tarlac Agricultural University, yan si Ma'am Janine, sina Jerome, and I think si Marge, kung nanonood pa rin siya hanggang ngayon. So, thank you for watching. Sino pa ba ang ating babatiin? Papasok ko na ba yung aking
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
sales talk?
Sales talk.
I take this opportunity din para inform sa inyo na I will be having the third batch for Kuya Lino's Rattan Pots, and makikita ninyo dyan sa screen. And actually dito sa background ko, hindi yata makita. So yan, ayan.
Pakita mo, yan.
Small, medium, large, and extra large. Tinutulungan ko si Kuya Lino na market yung kanyang rattan pots. And for this third batch, meron tayong braided bangkuang na nadagdag, which is cylindrical and also may handle siya. So I think mas preferred siya ng market ngayon. So to order, please log into dreamagritech.com/mang-linos-order-4. Ayan, para ma-facilitate yung orders. Prices start at 80 pesos for small, and then for Bangkuang, you can actually message Dream Agritech and my vlog din, no, yung facebook.com/Bards Interno Vlogs for rates. So, yun lang naman, and sana tuloy-tuloy pa rin kayo mag-support na iangat ang ating agricultural sector sa kahit anong paraan, no, whether it's statistics in the field, in the research, academe, or extension, or business. Tuloy-tuloy lang po tayo. Thank you very much.
Ayan, no? So pinapakita natin ngayon yung order form natin. So punta lang
Ayan.
po kayo sa dreamagritech.com/mang-linos-order-form. So flash ko po ulit. And then we will be don't worry, we will be posting the link din po, no, sa Dream Agritech Consultancy Service Facebook page and sa Dream Agri Media Facebook page. So abangan nyo lang po yung material natin on that, yung ating poster on that, ano. So para mas madali, para i-click nyo na lang. I-click nyo na lang para paano mag-order.
Shipping is nationwide. Pag malapit lang naman sa Laguna, we can facilitate yung mga leading courier apps natin.
May libreng autograph ba yan mula kay Bards Interno?
Ay, kung gusto ninyo, okay lang. I can do pa yung paso.
Ayan, may kasamang
Yan po pala.
picture. Alright, no? So, supportahan po natin si Mang Lino. Ayan. Alright. So, once again, ito yung mga sizes. Small, medium, large, and extra large. So, abangan nyo po yung ating poster sa Dream Agritech Consultancy Service page and sa Dream Agri Media page natin. So, Ma'am Ana, the floor is yours na po. Pwede na po kayong bumate or manawagan or kung ano man po.
Hanggang 8 o'clock.
Opo, kahit po hanggang bukas po tayo dito. Libre-libre pa. Joke lang po. Okay, go ahead po, ma'am.
Binabati ko yung aking better half, no, si El, ang aking mga anak, si Rochi, si LL, si Nina, at saka si Kobe. Yan. Tapos binabati ko rin yung aking nanay, si Telma, yung mga kapatid ko. Tapos yung mga kasamahan ko sa Department of Statistics, at saka yung mga kasamahan ko rin sa CITEC. Yan. At yung mga kasamahan ko sa CLSU. Yung sa mga, ano ba? Sa College of Agriculture. Yan. Ano pa? Gusto ko sigurong ibanggitin, kasi ang agriculture, no, yung Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, isa yun sa mga program dito sa CLSU. So, naka-assign kasi ako sa CITEC. Yung CITEC is yung in charge nga sa admission test. Kami rin yung sa program assignment. So, sa program assignment, kasama namin yung mga dean at saka yung mga chairs ng mga different programs in deciding on yung, kasi the aspirants, no, yung mga examinees, ay tinanong namin ng first, second, at third choice. So, ito yung isang napaka-touching na, parang decision ng dean ng College of Agriculture na yung mga may first choice lang ng agriculture ang mapapunta sa kanilang college.
Oh.
O, diba? Kasi para kunin mo ang agriculture at magstay ka doon, dapat love mo talaga ang agriculture. Ayan. O, diba? O, ayan. So, lahat ng aming first year, first choice nila ang agri.
So, ayun. Congratulations sa mga bagong pasok na agriculturist, future agriculturist sa CLSU. Inaabangan namin kayo on the other side, ano? Ay, shout out nga pala kay Dr. Andrew Bunan. Isa din sa mga leaders, no, sa pagdating sa poultry industry. Hello po, Doc Andrews. Dati po siyang dean ng Cavite State University, College of Agriculture. So, naging guest naman po namin siya dun sa aming isang show last week lang. And so, good evening po, sir. Good evening po sa inyo. So, ma'am, okay na po ba yung bati ninyo?
Okay na yun. Okay na yun.
Alright. So, thank you po.
Teka muna. Naalala ko lang, yung taga-PSA, mga taga-PSA at taga-PSRTI. Hello to everyone. At saka kay Ma'am Alcasea. Yan.
Ay, si Ma'am Alcasea.
Dr. David, si Dora David, yung advisor ko. Saka sila Sir Lancigan din, saka si Ma'am Tolentino. Ayan,
Yung
okay na.
mga apelyido parang mga haligi, parang umuugong sa tenga ko, Lansigan, Albacea, parang mga stats talaga yan sa LB. So shout out sa inyo po mga ma'am sir. And ako naman po ma'am, I would like to thank you po for giving us your time and yun po presenting the results of your study dito po sa Agri 2020 with the hopes na ayan po, forever na po siyang nasa internet. Basta po meron pa pong Facebook at YouTube, makikita po nila yung naging results ng inyong study and we are thankful po for your work sa industry natin. So thank you so much po for accepting our invitation. And we would like to also extend the invite po to your colleagues dyan po sa CLSU. Baka po meron pa pong mga interested na agricultural researchers or yung mga prof natin dyan na meron pong mga technologies or yun nga po, tulad po nito, statistics na gustong pong i-present or i-share through this platform po, pwede. Lalo na po ngayon, medyo quarantine pa din kahit papano. And the internet is, yun nga po, it's a data source, it's a data mine. So, yun po, if ever po, you can forward this show or sa mga colleagues po ninyo dyan sa CLSU. We would be more than glad to share and also help them share yung knowledge nila and experiences dito po sa Agri 2020. Ayun po ma'am. So I would also like to greet my parents. Good evening sa inyo man pa. Sana nag-dinner na kayo. And gusto ko rin batiin yung girlfriend ko na si Ren na nasa Qatar. Please stay safe. And sino pa ba? Yung mga taga Bureau of Animal Industry na nanonood, good evening sa inyong lahat. Thank you for your work. Sa lahat ng mga taga Department of Agriculture, thank you for your work na ginagawa nyo para sa bayan. And of course, I'd like to greet yung mga co-hosts natin sa Agri Kaba, si Ma'am Hazel and si Jim, who will be hosting this Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Huwag nyo pong kakalimutan yan. Alright. So, with that, thank you so much para sa lahat na nanonood. And bago ko malimutan, as always, munti ko na namang malimutan, ang ating evaluation link ay dreamagritech.com/EWS dreamagritech.com/EWS. So, pakisubmit po yung inyong mga post-webinar evaluation by 10 p.m. tonight. So, yun po ang deadline natin para i-prioritize natin yung mga nanood ng live and nag-stay until the end ng stream, no? Go ahead.
dreamagritech.com/EWS. So for everyone na nakapag-fill in ng registration form, watch till the end and fill in this evaluation form, sila lang po ang magkakaroon ng e-certificate.
Or certificates.
Yeah.
And so i-include na natin diyan kasi na-inform kami sa requirements ng PRC sa mga certificates na kailangan nandun yung number of hours nung training. And ayun, so pwede nyo siyang i-apply under self-directed learning. So as we were informed sa previous webinar naman natin about professionalization of the agriculture sector, no? So ayun, you can use these certificates and yung mga previous certificates ninyo na na-gain through watching Agri 2020, you can issue a request for an updated certificate with the number of hours, no, to be indicated. So please give us ample time kasi i-review namin, to be fair to everybody. So i-review namin yung start ng actual webinar until the end of the question and answer portion. Yun lang yung i-consider namin as under the training time. Kasi alam naman po natin sa government, importante yung number of hours of training attended, yung mga ganyan po, requirement po yan eh. So, to be fair and to be para standardized lang yung ating number of hours, no? So from the introduction of the speaker up until the end of the question and answer portion, dun lang yung magka-count towards the number of hours of training na na-receive nyo from Dream Agritech and Agri 2020. So, please do take note na meron tayong changes in the schedule of our shows na i-announce namin this Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. So, please stay tuned for that. And in behalf of Dr. Ana...
Yung ating topic next week.
Ay, oo. Sige, ano yung topic natin next week, bro?
Closing. Pero sige, i-share na rin natin. For the last day of August, August 31, 2020, still 5:30 p.m. It would be entitled Towards a Province-Led Agriculture and Fisheries Extension.
So, wait lang. Pa-flash natin. Naglo-load lang, ano, medyo mabagal. Internet, ano na? Ayan, ayan.
Okay, so the topic would be Towards a Province-Led Agriculture and Fisheries Extension System in the Philippines. And our resource speaker would be my mentor, Dr. Rex Navarro. August 31, 2020, 5:30 p.m. Philippine time. Same here at Facebook, Dream Agritech,
And on YouTube.
Dream Agrimedia, and on YouTube, Dream Agritech Services.
Yes. So, that will be the last edition ng Agri 2020 to be held on a Monday. So, ayan. A very short teaser for you sa changes na gagawin natin, no, sa Agri 2020 and Agri Kaba moving forward. Of course, tinik into consideration namin ang inyong mga feedback. So, thank you for those who provided their feedbacks. And we are set to announce the changes sa ating programming on Wednesday. So, in behalf of my colleague Justin Interno and our special guest, Dr. Ana Maria Lourdes Latonio, my name is Dakila Olfindo. This has been Agriculture 2020, and we hope to have brought you new perspectives in agriculture. So, see you on Wednesday. Hindi pala kami. But you will see Dream Agri Media and Dream Agritech Consultancy Services, our colleagues Jim and Hazel on Wednesday. So, see you then. Ma'am, please stay po after the show. All right. Thank you. And good evening to everybody.
Good evening,
Have a good
everyone.
dinner.
Salamat.
Ano masarap ulam niyo?